phone remind you and get you pumped for duck hunt?
Yeah, it does. I don't remember saying anything bad about this.
No, you just like, I don't care. It doesn't matter.
When was that?
This has been like this for like 3 or 4 months.
Welcome back to the...
Anyways, all right, we're burning time. All right, you ready?
Yep. Yep.
All right, guys, welcome back to the show, the MVM Show.
The one and only.
The one and only.
Did we hit record?
We did.
Oh, yeah.
We're about 5 minutes deep into it, and we just actually started the show. So today we're going to talk about...
This cord is bothering me.
I know. I'm sorry. We could change your headphones. I don't know how we
I
could do
would
that.
greatly appreciate it. Why don't we just... Can I run it from here to there instead of through that hole?
That was the whole point.
I hate to be difficult.
It kind of is, because you wanted all the wires out of the way. Did all this hours of work for you.
I do appreciate it. I'm not trying to be ungrateful. But
It was
It
E
just-
for effort. I just
it's
spent 8 hours.
it's only this. It's only the
I know, I got to get
it's
a
only
different
the
attachment. Coiled one.
coiled one. Yep.
All right, we're back.
Sorry about that, guys.
Little technical difficulties here in the studio. So anyways, we're going to talk about today, is Sitka Gear worth it? Thomas said yes. Podcast is over. Thanks, guys, for
3
listening.
letters, 1 word. We're all going home. Wrap it up. It's the end of the podcast.
Thanks for listening. I think I just tore my...
And here's a message from our sponsors.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, I would say 100% without a doubt.
Let's call Travis and see what he has to say about that.
Do you want to include Travis in this podcast?
That's what I told you. Yeah. See if he answers his
Anyways,
phone.
I'm trying to think of how many articles of Sitka I actually own. I believe I have 4, just acquired a 5th.
Hello?
We're live.
Cool.
Travis is tuning
you awake?
in
I'm
from
live.
the comfort of his couch.
I know.
now.
Isn't that nice? That's what Tom...
No,
now that Thomas knows you can do this way, that's what...
Yeah.
Can you just call me?
Now that
Actually, I'm
now-
just sitting in my garage looking at
Oh, you're mounting that blue wing.
some bird mounts.
You're mounting that blue wing.
Thomas, it's been 110 degrees or 20 degrees in my garage. If I tried to mount your blue wing, he would dry out in about 10 minutes.
See, everybody asks if Travis still does mounts and how much he's charged. I go, don't even ask him. Don't waste your time. We as friends can barely get anything done. So
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm just joking. Travis will do ours, but that's about it right now.
It's worth it though because Travis is extremely talented.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
I'm a
think-
great nose picker.
I think I really do think that you sell yourself short because
He does. He
We've
knows
seen-
he's good.
Does
and
that
you-
mean I can
and you
charge
d-
you double?
he no,
Negative.
negative.
You're kind of digging yourself.
Negative. You still just work out of your garage. You ain't nothing that great.
No, still just...
He's a
Just working in
seasonal
my garage.
taxidermist. He doesn't do anything during the summer,
No,
honestly.
I'm just playing.
Just drop
I
$2,000.
do quite a bit. I do quite a bit in the summer. I wake up and I eat, go out my garage for about half an hour, then I go back and I lay on my couch, and for some reason I fall asleep. Saturday I got up at 9. I was in my garage for an hour. I ate breakfast. Laid down about 11. Well, actually, I sat on my couch and 11 was watching
You're
some
making me tired.
This sounds
Some
like my
fishing
wife's
videos,
explanation.
and I
of
didn't
what
get
her
up
day.
until
Yeah.
I didn't get up till 3:30. So
Yeah. You
Worthless.
ask, hey babe, what'd you do today? Well, I woke up and then
Like that
I
should
got
even
my
be in the
coffee.
category.
I go, what? Stop. You don't need to say that.
You don't need to say you woke up or brushed your teeth.
when you say you woke up and it sounds like it's work, then that's not good.
It's not a good start. Well, the topic today, Travis, is Sitka Gear worth it?
I think that's a highly debatable question for some people.
Well, let's hear what you think. Then
What's your opinion?
Well, I've been duck hunting since I was 9 years old, and I started out with the first pair of waders I had were pretty much worthless. I went to Big 5 and bought some that were basically equivalent to trash bags, and so I decided to move up from that very quickly. And so I invested in some stocking foot waders, and I used those probably for about the first 5 years. The only problem was I lost a lot of pairs of shoes. And at the time I was living at home, my parents were paying for most of my things that I didn't earn money from lawn mowing. And so, needless to say, a lot of shoes were lost to the duck pond. And then I purchased some with the boots in them, and I thought, this is heaven. Didn't lose any more shoes out in the pond, and that was good. But as you guys know, neoprene in the summer can be very, very hot and sweaty, especially in California. Some of our early seasons, I've had it be 90 plus degrees on opening day, and when you're wearing stocking foot waders, it's great for losing water retention, which probably wouldn't hurt me too bad right now, but I sweated to death in those things. And so I don't know how long ago was I bought my first pair of breathables. Actually, it wasn't that long ago, to be honest with you. I used neoprenes forever.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
Yeah, and I think it wasn't.
I
think it was last year, was it?
Yeah, that was the first year.
Yeah, last year was my first pair of breathables, and I was like,
dude, I went from my lacrosse
30
neoprenes to the Sitka. Is what I did.
Well, you went straight from. You went to Sitka directly.
Well, because I got leaks in those, and I was like, I'm sick of this. Because like I bought the same ones. My first ones lasted 4 years, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy the same ones because if I can get 4 years out of a $250 pair of neoprene waders, I think that's okay.
Which lacrosse is a good brand, though.
And lacrosse is a good brand. Well, guess what?
Yeah,
Sitka. Guess who Sitka uses for their boots? Lacrosse. So I did that, and then that first season with the same pair that lasted 4 years the last time, this is a different pair, same pair, but new one. And first season, it was done. It was leaking like a sieve.
So I had a pair of lacrosse lasted probably 4 to 5 years. You had several different pairs of neoprenes. Lacrosse. I had a pair of lacrosses. And then had a pair of Cabela's, had a pair of Coleman's, which was a great pair of waders.
I didn't even know they made
Coleman's.
Oh, they don't anymore.
For
Coleman's
like fishing.
lanterns?
For like fishing.
No, these were actually
but I'm saying they
like
probably made
grass blades looking.
But they probably made fishing waders too, I'm sure, right?
Yeah, but these were for duck hunting. I mean, they had
Yeah.
shadow grass and stuff, but
Man, Travis, you're old.
And those, I know, and those worked out really well. And last year I went with the Rogers. I seen those, and I got those in, and I was really impressed with them. I liked the whole style. I didn't really care for the buckles too much. They were kind of different. They have a different kind of I like them better than the snaps. I like the idea, but I thought they were kind of like, are these going to hold up? And one of mine actually did break. I don't know how that happened, but we came back from our Washington trip, and one of my buckles was broke. I don't know what happened to it. If it snapped, if it got cold, I don't know. I've never heard anybody else have any complaints about that. But probably 2/3 of the way through the season, walked out into the water, and I felt a little coolness.
In the nether regions?
Yes, adjacent to some other things, and it was slightly cold.
Adjacent to some.
Yeah, it was slightly cold, and it continued to move down my leg towards my boot, and over the next 3 hunting trips. Fortunately, it wasn't really cold in California at the time. It just got worse and worse and worse.
Are you chopping carrots on your table, or what are you doing?
Actually,
guys, if you ever listen to anybody, when you call Travis, he's always eating something or moving something. Does it not sound like a whirlwind when you call him?
Yeah,
like a tornado's going on back.
Yes, he has to be doing something else.
Actually, I was killing things, which I like doing. No, I'm kidding, not killing things, but I was killing some ants that were on my table.
Oh.
But anyways, so I had my Rogers, and I really liked those. I liked the whole idea. They had a liner that you could take out. It was a 2-in-1s, and that was really great. And what else did I like about them? The boots.
So
And my
are you
daughter's
building
dog in the background?
Are you building a foundation here? Because the question was, is Sitka Gear worth it?
Yes.
And we've heard about Coleman. Okay.
So here's what happened.
I'm checking.
Here's what happened. I called up Rogers and say, hey, I have these waders and they started leaking. They're like, send them back to us.
And we're
I'm
done,
like, okay.
folks. It's been 30 minutes.
No kidding. 15 minutes
Really?
later.
No.
Oh my goodness.
I'm joking.
So I'm getting there, man. So here's what happened. I sent them back to Rogers and I said, hey, I want to get some store credit because they were supposed to come out with a new brand this next year. And then one of my buddies named Titus Headings called me up and said, hey, the Sitka waders are on sale, and they never go on sale. And I'm thinking,
They were, yes.
on sale. Yeah, they were regularly, $9, whatever they were. And they were $200 off at $7 something. So I'm thinking, okay, I've already spent, $200 and something dollars on the Rogers. And so I'd only have to pony up about maybe $600 more dollars. And I could have me my last pair of waders I'll ever have to buy, according to the advertisement.
Beautiful advertisement right there. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's very convincing, and with you having your pair, I was like, okay, they lasted a season, no leaks, no problems. He's always saying how good they
bragging
feel.
about them.
Yeah, and he looks kind of cute out there with his little Sitka waders on.
They're all tight. They're all tight and
Oh,
everything.
you like that?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You guys are checking me out. I was bending over picking ducks up out there. Like, oh, excuse me. That's what sold you. That's what sold you.
Different.
Oh yeah.
I'm
you know what?
joking.
I wonder why you guys were all
I'm
sad that I sold
joking.
those and got the size bigger.
So they came in, tried them on, loved how they felt, the boots and everything. And
Love
so
at first sight.
Yeah, this is my first season, so I can't really say if Sitka Gear is worth it as far as the
two hunts
waders,
in the leak.
Yeah, but I do own. My wife and children were kind enough to buy me a what is it? It's the Delta, right?
What, the jacket?
Delta waterfowl jacket,
Hudson.
yeah.
Oh, Talon kind of. Well, I shouldn't say that because I know he'll listen to this, but I thought that Talon's told me he bought that himself.
Oh, I don't know.
For you.
But he's the first one that started
I thought they got him a
Sitka Gear
Hudson.
around.
Is it
I'm
Hudson?
not sure which one it is.
It's not a Delta wader. It's a Hudson.
No, you got the Hudson, Travis.
Yeah.
You have the nice one, and then he was complaining. He's like, it's not even warm.
Yeah, it's not that nice.
So let's be honest about that, because I'm not sitting here. This whole podcast isn't supposed to be about let's make Sitka look good, because there may be things about it that you may think's not worth it. So in your opinion, you kind of feel like that the Hudson really isn't that warm, right?
I don't think it's exceptionally a warm jacket, but most of those type of systems, Sitka, Kuyu, Scree, whatever else is out there, most of those are based upon a layering system. And I know that they do make warmer jackets.
That's true to a point. Like you cannot argue layering, but like
Yes.
I wonder how much of that is like
Tactics
marketing,
to
make
exactly.
money.
Yeah.
I think it does
do
go
believe in
into
layering.
Yeah.
Layering's nice. You can take it off.
It is for sure.
And so,
Just in
the
general.
On the other hand, a lot of times, especially now that we have Rocky, you're sitting. Obviously, you walk out there.
Yeah, true.
But once you
I
get
never
there,
got cold.
really,
I never got cold.
you're sitting, and there's a big difference between clothing of when you're constantly moving and when you're sitting.
Yeah.
Yes, and they do make a warmer jacket than that one. That's supposed to be phenomenal for
And
warmth.
Sitka
And it doesn't get cold where we're at.
Yeah.
Right.
Sitka
Typically
and
doesn't get that
Kuyu
cold.
Are usually more athletic fitting, more sleek, form fitting, whatever, and thinner.
Yeah.
So
Really,
But I have no
but
complaints
Travis,
about the jacket.
the only difference between mine and yours, so I have the Delta Wader, you have the Hudson. The only difference between those two is the Hudson has a lining. Mine is no lining, and I debated so hard back and forth whether or not to buy. That was my first article I bought of Sitka. And what happened was I was standing in the line at the check station, and a guy was wearing it. I didn't know him from Adam, and I said, "Hey, what would you prefer me?" Oh, you know what? I take that back. I wasn't debating on the Hudson. It was another jacket. What's the other jacket where you the layout jacket?
the layout, yeah.
And I was gonna get the layout, and he's all, "Dude, don't get the layout," because he was wearing the layout. He's all, "Do not get this." He said because the cuffs are not waterproof. Because remember, I've made a video.
Field hunting.
Yes.
Yeah.
And he goes, do not get this one because the cuffs aren't waterproof. So like if you guys watch the channel at all, I dip my hand, I put the cuffs on tight. They're waterproof. They're not supposed to allow any water in there. I put my hand in the thing, let it come up where you would like feel like it's going down your sleeve, and it never, my sleeve was dry the whole time. And he goes, that other jacket, the layout will not do that. So you got to just really do your research. And I wouldn't have known that because sometimes I'm not that good at research. And then right then I knew, I was like, okay, I'm getting the
Delta Wader.
The Delta Wader because I didn't feel like I needed the Hudson, California. But now we travel, and you got what's the fluffy one?
Well, I have the Delta Wader too because honestly, a rain jacket is probably one of the most important. Like you can get away with a hoodie or a long sleeve or whatever
Easily
else,
in California.
whatever else you want to wear. If you know it's not raining, who cares? But to me, spending money, the first thing I bought was the rain jacket, which is the Delta Wader. But right before we went last year, let's back it up. Or the year before, it might have been the year before when we went out of state a couple times.
It was last year.
Was it?
Yeah, that's when you bought that other jacket.
No, I know that, but before that we went out of state again. And
Yeah,
and I
got cold,
I
right?
got pretty cold actually. And
That was Kansas.
Was it?
With Yahoo.
Oh. Yeah. Long story, but anyways,
Yeah.
we went out of state and I froze my tail end off. So I was like, you know what? I ain't never doing that again. I didn't really have any great, gear or whatever. So we were going to Washington and I knew it was going to be cold. So I was like, you know what? It was like the week before. I was like, I just got to pony up and buy it or I'm going to freeze. So I bought the duck oven.
Okay, is that the warmest one?
No.
I wouldn't say it's their warmest. No, it's not the warmest.
It's a warm layer.
So yeah, that's like a.
But it's not a
mid. It's like a mid layer.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be a mid layer. It's not like the outer layer.
It would be what I would wear under my Delta Wader, just like you do.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So
crazy, dude. Because when you're wearing that's a fluffier. It's thin, but it's fluffy, but it's super light.
Yeah.
But when you wear it under your Delta Wader,
jacket.
You can't tell. It's like a down jacket's old school. It'd puff everything out.
Yeah.
You still don't look like you're wearing anything under your wader jacket with that on.
It compresses,
Yeah.
But that's one thing I will say about that jacket that I have. It is so light.
Yeah.
That it don't have the bulk. I had a pullover Cabela's insulated jacket, and it wasn't waterproof. It was water resistant. But if you stuck your hand, like you said, down in the water or anything like that, you gain 10 pounds right there, just water weight.
Well, and that's another thing. That's one of the big positives of like Sitka and Kuiu and all that is they're synthetic, so they dry out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like old
and very
school,
lightweight.
Right, very lightweight. All that other stuff, you get it gets wet once and it's wet for the rest of the day. So,
yeah. So I mean, I like all the features of it. I like the pockets. I like, the hood. It doesn't bind up when I raise my gun up at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've
caught Travis's waders a couple times just sitting.
Yeah, sometimes I'll just put them on. I put it on a couple of times and just kind of.
Thomas has a confession to make.
I heard about Thomas's confession, and he's never publicly announced this.
Let's announce this, Thomas.
Or even told me.
I know.
But I almost asked him about. I seen him the other day, and I almost turned around at church. And said, looked at him and just,
And I appreciate you not doing that in front of my wife.
Oh.
No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
She knows. She already knows. She was literally in the same room with me when I bought them. So
now here's the big question.
She can't.
So what did you buy? Wait, hold on, Travis.
What was the alternate purchase for her? Is what I'm wanting to know.
Her alternate purchases, 5 purchases every single day. I caught her today.
Yeah, I had to leave. I was scared.
No, I didn't even. Actually, I couldn't really even say that much to her because I know I just bought a $1,000 pair of waders.
That's how they get away with it, dude.
Oh yes, but I think he bought something else too. He has multiple confessions.
What?
Wait, let's obviously everybody knows. Tell us, Thomas, what'd you buy?
Yeah, so I bought this year's Sitka. Well, I don't know. They could be last year's. They were at the store already, but I think they're this year's.
They would have to. I would think.
I'm pretty sure because he said we got a shipment, and that's probably all
Did
that
you buy
we're
them from
gonna
Sitka?
get. No, I bought them at our.
Rogers?
No,
Oh,
I bought them at our local California Kittles Outdoors.
Ooh. And he said that was their last shipment. See, that proves,
Well, he didn't say this is their
Bet you
last
it is,
shipment,
though.
but he did say he goes.
dude. He doesn't know.
What they've shipped out is probably all they're gonna ship out. He can.
I bet it is.
He doesn't work for them. He may not know, but either
He's got a
When
good
did you
idea.
go there and not tell
he-
either one of us?
Either he was just trying to. No, I didn't go there. I ordered them over the phone
Gotcha.
You can go there on the days. Is that when you're gonna go get him?
when they have their deal.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he hasn't even picked them up yet.
No, they're in the store. Actually, I need to go up there just in case they're not the right size. But
Would you get 10 large?
Yeah, I think they are though.
Okay, what'd you buy?
Everything is
What's your
exactly.
normal
the
foot
words.
size?
Speak the words.
I bought Sitka waders in the Delta Zip waders in timber.
Oh, so you want the timber pattern.
So I'm gonna.
And I'm kind of semi-jealous.
I'm gonna look like an odd duckling, but I'm gonna get.
No, to who? We never wear them until you're.
I know.
We gone hunting. No one's
It does,
even-
I couldn't care
I
less.
mean, I know
it's
you
not for the
couldn't.
looks anyway.
I know that.
But I am gonna get. I will say, I haven't wore the waders yet, but my favorite Sitka article to date is. Oh, I can't think of the name of it now. It's the lightest, thinnest shirt
Oh, dude.
that they have
the core lightweight hoodie.
in the core lightweight hoodie. They say hoodie, but it's the only reason they call it a hoodie is because it has a hood. It's not a hoodie. It's not thick. It's so thin. If you hunt anywhere that is warm, or if you're from California or Western State or whatever, early season when it's warm, that shirt is money.
Yeah, I
Seriously,
agree.
go check it out. It comes with a hood and a face mask, and honestly,
Is that what you already have, though?
that's what
There's
I already
something you-
have. That's already
He's
have.
just
Yeah,
saying
but
that's
now
his
it's
favorite piece.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a pullover
It's a
with a
pullover.
face mask.
Yes,
Seen it, right,
Gotcha.
Travis?
it's a quart. Yeah.
Yes, I was looking at that, and I wanted to
It's
get
not
that.
for guys with our build, Travis.
No, it's not going to make me look any sexier than I
Oh, you're saying because
already
it's
am
so
not.
thin.
It's just a thin, and I
But you can get
still
a
wear
bigger
it, though.
size. Just get a bigger size.
know. I have one. I have one.
Oh, yeah.
I just wear a
That's right.
t-shirt under it because I
That's
kind of
right.
don't like to feel that material.
Yeah,
I know you do. It is nice to breathe. It's
it
nice,
breathes.
dude.
It breathes.
And the thing is, we could do an hour and a half. I feel like this podcast, I
Yeah.
could go an hour and a half talking about
definitely.
because we could talk about all the details of this things, like the gradient hoodie with the hood in it. I love that, but I don't like the hood because it slips over your nose when you turn your head to look. Whereas the one you got, I got that after you talked about how much you liked it because it stays, and it's so true. The face shield on that one locks in.
Yeah.
No
So-
binding, no twisting, no rubbing.
I mean, I'm not saying I'm a huge fan of face masks, but that is like the best I've ever used or seen. I actually bought another Sitka face mask before this.
Man, I didn't like that.
It was
one.
a cheaper deal,
Yeah.
whatever, like a netted thing. It was garbage. But
in all reality, is Sitka garbage?
yeah, Sitka, it was garbage.
No, I agree.
It was a cheap
I don't like
piece,
it. I didn't use it either.
which is whatever. But that shirt, I mean, seriously,
It's a good piece.
it
Too.
is great. If you're in warm weather, it breathes.
Well, and
It's got a hood and it's got a face mask. It's all built in,
yeah.
and it works great. Honestly.
Well, and the thing is too, with people that don't want to spend the money on
Yeah.
all the other stuff.
yeah,
If you ever spend a piece
yes,
of equipment,
I would say that
and you want to do as
that
cheap
and a
as
Delta
you can,
wader.
Yeah.
That's the first.
you could literally just be forever happy.
Uh-huh.
Problem is,
What's great
you
about
buy
the
your
waders-
first piece, you're gonna realize how good it is and want more.
Yeah.
And you can call through that mask. It
Yeah.
changes
Yeah.
a hair, but honestly, the material is so thin that you can call through it.
So what I was going to say is that one feature, and we've talked about this before, of the Delta waders that is so revolutionary, mind-blowing, is the ability to the zipper.
Mm-hmm.
Because as we both know, there's been many times when you're out there and you have to go and trying to get all that stuff down where you can,
Not pooping your
do what
waders.
you need to do. No, simply to, just to drain the radiator. It's nice to be able to unzip that thing down and
It's a
just
perk.
go and zip it back up and it'd be waterproof.
Yeah.
And then, like you've mentioned before, walking back out, to let out some
That's
heat
huge.
generation. Just zip that thing down and kind of
Drop
air
heat,
out there a
man.
little bit.
Oh, dude, no. Actually, how stupid can you be? Because I'm not used to having a zipper, so I didn't even think about it. And I read somewhere someone's like, yeah, I just unzip it and drop heat. And I'm like, how did I never think about that? And now the whole rest of the
think about
season,
that,
I did that, dude. I just unzipped it all the way down when we're walking back to the truck.
Yeah.
And dude, you just feel like you're wearing a t-shirt and with some thin pants on.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't always have the privilege to hunt with Rocky, so occasionally I have to do my own retrieves. And, going across the water, you generate heat. I mean, especially if that bird is, trying to get away from you and you don't want to blow it away with another shell. You chase it around a little bit. That's going to be a nice feature just to unzip that thing.
Remember in Washington, we were talking about how much less we walk? If we were doing the math, like that really good day, how many birds did we shoot? Like 19 or 20 mallards?
Yeah.
Me, Travis, and Talon, and Thomas. And we were talking about every distance that he ran there and back and then added that up over 19 birds. It's like, my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You almost kind of start feeling guilty for the dog. And you're like, sheesh, I got to go grab a couple here and there. Which, I mean, they love it.
Well,
but
that was a good spot because it was so
yeah,
shallow.
it was easy for him.
I think he had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And he didn't have to bust through brush to find them.
Or
digging through tulies and stuff.
So that worked out really good.
So the tins fit you good. So they drew to size. So let me say this. I'm making kind of a confession myself, actually. So I sold my waders, guys, for one season of use with almost 50 hunts for $650. And what I did is I sold it to somebody, and we know this guy. Travis has known him. Travis has mounted some birds for him. He was happy to spend $650 because I asked Sitka. I called him myself. I said, I'm going to be fair to somebody after hunting with them for a whole season. Because what it was is I truly needed, and this is something important to talk about. I don't want to rush through this. If you do want Sitka waders, but you don't see your shoe size doesn't match the body size or vice versa, Sitka you can get, like, say if you wear a 9, but you need an extra large, which is really what I needed, right? Because it goes off of your chest size, waist size, all that stuff. And I got a small foot. Well, he told me, and I should have checked this beforehand, that you can send it in. They will change the boot size out. I never even asked that. I don't know why it never dawned on me. And just like, it is what it is. I thought that's what you have to deal with. Then I'm like, they interchange
You're
them anyways.
changing your boot to a 9?
No, this was what
That's what you're
with
gonna
the
do.
old waders
Yeah,
I
yeah,
should have did.
yeah, gotcha.
But then they said we're coming out with new ones this year, which
Gotcha.
I was like, new waders. So I called them. They're like, no, they're not new. But what it was, they changed the boot. It's a totally different boot.
So it was a new boot with the same wader.
Exactly. And the thing was, the boot's way better. And I will tell you that because now I have the newer ones, the new boot ones. Let's put it that way.
Well, you had this size before. You had this size 10, correct?
No,
Now it's a little
9.
large for your foot.
9. I had a 9 large, and like you guys
That was
said,
big on your foot.
they were a little too sexy because they were super snug. And the biggest thing is they were really tight in the crotch. Is what really kind of would get to me a little bit. And I already knew when I ordered it, but I wanted them bad enough. I was like, it wasn't that bad. I could deal with it. It was just a little bit annoying. Well, then the guy's like, yeah, you can change these in. So I was like, okay, then I'm going to order the 10 XLs because that's the smallest boot size you can get for an XL. And so I ordered them with the New Year's boot. This was just a month ago. And those 10s fit me like a glove. There's no way I could get 9s on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and plus the boot was totally made better because they softened up the front where it goes against your shin, which rubbed me raw. High Prairie Sportsman can attest to that the first 2 days I wore them. And then after that, I never dealt with it again. But they softened that up. And did you try them on, Travis, the boots, the new boots?
No, because
You have the old version, right?
I wear a size 11, so I wouldn't fit in the 10, so I didn't try yours on.
Yeah. Well,
Yours is the only
anyways,
pair that I've had access to.
they're made, I wouldn't say they're made better. They just softened up the front because I guarantee you enough people called them and complained about that. That's the only thing I can think of why they would even change that. But the boot itself was good anyways. It never bothered me the rest of the season.
I wonder
said
if Lacrosse just came out with a newer,
Maybe that's what it was.
just this
wanted to upgrade
year's
it?
boot. Maybe. I don't know.
That being said, they fit me like a glove, and I'm so glad I tried them on before I sent them back to get new boot on because I wouldn't have been able to fit in the new size. So I said all that to say this. If you are looking and getting them, they're true to size, I believe, right now. I think. That's what I feel like. But, man, putting those extra... Because what happened was, Travis, I tried yours on, the XLs, and I was like, this is the size I need.
Yeah, and my boot ran true to size.
Yeah.
And I have the first version.
The first version of boots?
Yes.
Yeah. So what are you going to do? You're just going to mix match your patterns? I mean, not that it matters.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, who cares?
I think I might maybe get another lightweight core hoodie in timber just because I probably wear that more than anything else. But I already have a couple jackets. I'm not going to get rid of them. I'm just going to keep them. It's not the end of the world.
Travis, do you believe that?
No, I think he'll do a total transformation.
Like a beautiful butterfly?
Yeah.
Because I seen the sickness happen with Titus initially. And then...
And do you remember what Thomas just said very shortly ago about waders?
Yeah, I'm not gonna buy the Sitka waders. I got the banded ones, and I heard
that's what happened. Last year I said I'm not gonna buy the Sitkas this year. I'm gonna buy these banded.
Year.
You did say it this year too.
You said that about 2 podcasts ago.
Was it really that?
Yeah, it was just a couple.
I think you're right.
Documented proof.
I'll go back
and
and check it.
I think you're mistaken.
If we caught it on audio, if we were actually recording at the time, and he openly said that he was not going to go there, and he did. He did, and then he tried to be secretive about it.
He's the same way. What's gonna happen is he's gonna get that little core lightweight hoodie, and then he'll be like, you know what? I know what I'll do.
One more piece.
I'll just get the one. What I'll do is I'll get the jacket, and I can wear my one piece under that. That is still marsh, but I'll wear that over top. Then you won't know the difference. And then before
I'll get a Hudson.
Yeah,
because I don't have a Hudson.
That's exactly what you're gonna do. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just giving you a hard time. No. You got it. Do it.
I know what's gonna happen when he steps out of the truck opening day. It's gonna be like music's gonna play, and Tom's gonna step out with his timber pattern.
What a little Sitka brat. Got a Sitka Sitka waders and a Browning Wicked Wings.
I know we're teasing each other about it, but for reals though, if someone steps out of the truck and they got solid mossy oak bottomlands on, how's come they're not a bottomland little snot rag?
You don't need bottomlands around here anyway.
The perception is that if you wear Sitka, you're like a snob or something like that. But I just look at it as an investment and something that I've done for.
Here's the deal.
Since I was 9 years old.
There's been crusty old, nasty old duck hunters that have duck hunted for a long time that will never buy a Sitka. They'll die without ever owning a pair of Sitka waders. And then there's...
They'll probably kill just as many ducks.
They probably will. Yeah, waders don't make you kill any more ducks. That has nothing to do with it.
No, I'm about comfort.
Here's the deal. I'm going to be duck hunting for another 40 plus years.
That's it?
That's it?
At least. I'm 27.
Travis has 40 years in his tank.
You know what? You're yeah, okay, let's say we'll go 50.
We'll go
50, 60.
50, 60, yeah.
We'll go 50, 60 years. And in that time, I can guarantee you I'll probably burn through this pair and a couple more pairs. So I've already went through 3 or 4 pairs of waders.
That's ridiculous.
So why not? Like literally, why not?
I said that.
If I would have burned through 4 different guns, you don't think I'd be buying a more expensive gun?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, it's all relative too.
Well, you burned through 3.
Hey.
You lost one.
I lost one on the last day of duck season. I got flipped over in my kayak duck hunting. Killed about 5 wood ducks that day, by the way. And my next one, I still have that one. just
Gotcha.
in my closet.
Are we gonna go to the river this year? We didn't go one time last year, did we?
Probably not.
No.
Maybe, I don't know. I would rather go to I would go maybe once or go to a different spot.
Maybe on a holiday.
So what is the goal of going to the river? To kill wood ducks?
Usually, I mean,
We'll
you
kill
might
any
get
ducks, but
you might get
that's probably
you
all you're
might
gonna
get
kill.
a duck or a golden eye or maybe a mallard, but
There's easier places to kill mallards that can be less expensive.
but not
my
on
opinion.
not on a weekday.
yeah.
No, that's true. You can't.
That's
but
what I was
work
saying.
on-
Maybe on a holiday,
work.
Travis.
I'm not with Antifa or
Mm,
other groups
Are you
that
sure?
take time off.
yeah.
No, and honestly, I don't really have a huge desire to go to the river. Really.
Dude.
It's a lot of work for a little reward.
Yeah, that's a tangent. That's a whole other
Let's
podcast.
we'll do that on a different one because I have some stuff to say about some
What
stuff.
were we talking about before that?
Sitka.
No, I know, but I mean, there was the specific thing.
Okay, well let me ask you this. What's just to say, it doesn't mean you don't like it, but what's your least important piece of Sitka you own, Thomas? Just name it, and then we'll ask Travis. The least important. You're like, yeah, I don't really.
Honestly,
That was a trick question. Are you gonna actually give an answer?
why not?
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, honestly, none of it.
Honestly,
I have another question for Thomas.
Wait, hold
if
on.
I'm being
Okay,
honest with myself,
Yeah, be real.
I'm not the biggest fan, and you're not gonna like this.
I already know what you're gonna say.
You do, because I've already told you. I'm not the hugest fan of the gradient hoodie. There,
Nailed it.
I said it. It's not the jacket itself; it's the hood. It is the hood.
Well, yeah.
Honestly, I don't
No, I agree with that.
care for the hood. It's so tiny. It's just tiny.
What's your giraffe neck?
I do have a draft neck.
Dude, and what size are you wearing?
I don't know. It's
Extra
plenty
large.
Big. It's plenty big.
There's no way.
It's it
was short on you, I think. When you put your arms out, isn't it short on your arms?
It's not. It's plenty big. It's just the way they made it to be form fitting that way. But I don't like I don't like the face mask in it, and I don't like the hood itself. It's too small. And the way they stitched it, even when you don't have the hood flipped over, it's just funky. I just don't
Jake
like
says
it.
the same thing.
I honestly don't like it.
Do you have the gradient, Travis?
I think Talon has the gradient hoodie.
Okay. What's your least favorite?
And actually, he gave it away to my daughter.
Well, because it didn't fit him, though.
Yeah.
He got
He
two.
gave it away.
Now, that being said, it's still a good piece. And for other people, it might be your
Yeah, we
best
were just
thing
saying
ever.
your least
But
important
to me, if I had my stuff sitting there, and which one are you going to take, your duck oven or the gradient?
That's all you have?
I'm
You
gonna
don't have
I got
a jacket.
I have a Delta Waiter,
Oh, my word.
duck oven,
I would agree with
gradient,
that. I would agree with that.
and a couple shirts,
I don't know, dude.
and a collar's glove.
Okay, you might be shocked what I am about to say. My least. Okay, because we're looking at importance, right?
Yeah.
Because the gradient keeps me warm.
Yeah.
The Delta Waiter is not going to have the level of warmth that has,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not waterproof.
Mhm.
It's water resistant.
Right.
And it really pains me to say this because I love these shirts so much. But the shirt I wear all the time.
Yeah, the lightweight.
What's that one called?
The lightweight core long sleeve or whatever.
Whatever that one is.
Yeah.
I would have to say that because it's usually under something.
Yeah.
I hate saying that, dude. I love that shirt.
You don't
Remember?
necessarily need it.
I'm usually only wearing that, and
Uh.
you might even wear a hoodie or something else, and I'm like, dude, I'm hot. And you're like, how are you hot in that?
No. You're midweight.
Midweight,
Yeah.
long sleeve,
Yeah. Midweight core.
midweight core.
Because they call those both core because they're obviously base layer, bottom layer, whatever.
Mhm.
They're your first layer. And they have a different material on the
Yes,
inside.
they're like really soft. And
So
nice.
like the outside is the material that the it's probably confusing to the people, but the core lightweight, that's the thinnest. I mean, it is paper thin.
paper thin.
But then they have
See-through
their
almost.
midweight core, and it's just got this little white material on the inside. Very comfortable, but it's just a little bit warmer.
And remember, I'm always hot. That thing it keeps you warm.
It's a quarter zip shirt.
So a lot of times when guys are wearing something else,
Yeah.
a
But
shirt and a
see-
hoodie, I'm just wearing that.
But see, those are nice, but there's no particular amazing feature about it. Like
No,
you said, it's
that's what
under
I'm saying.
something. You could wear, like you could swap that out with a cotton
A
t-shirt.
regular cotton long sleeve.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But dude, now if we're going, now we switch over and talk about layering.
Yeah.
I can get away if you put a guy next to me with a hoodie and a jacket. I can wear that shirt and a jacket, and I'll be the same warmth as they are.
Yeah.
And I've done it all season
And
long
you're-
with
and
different
you're not
guys.
wearing as thick a material.
No.
Yeah.
It's hardly nothing.
And that helps with shooting, whether
It does.
people want to admit it or not.
Yeah. What would you say? Well, Travis, you got the jacket and the waders. I guess that's kind of hard.
Yeah, I
For you.
only got like 2 pieces. So probably the only thing I say the downside of it is price.
Yeah.
It's not something that some people are willing to spend, or maybe they just simply can't afford to spend that much money. And I completely get that because
Oh yeah.
I've been there.
Yeah.
And so
Especially when you have a family and
yeah, you're a
talent.
young
You got
guy.
2 kids hunting.
Well, and you got a closet that you have all this camo already. How can you justify that?
Right.
Especially if you don't have the extra money.
Right.
I get that
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
And that's the thing is a lot of people, because they can't do that financially, they hate on it. And I kind of get that. I've probably done that too. You're just kind of, you can't have something,
You
so
don't
you
need
just
it
kind of
anyway.
run. Yeah. Exactly.
Well, I mean, I look at it from the perspective of like a custom, long range hunting rifle. Can I kill a deer with
exactly.
a Ruger or
Yeah.
a Savage? Yeah, I can, and do it effectively at long range. But there's another level of gun,
Yeah.
for consistency and performance, I think. And maybe it's not enough to in the world, but I don't go spend that $5,000-$6,000 on a custom rifle. I'm more the kind of guy to spend maybe $1,000 on a rifle.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah. I was gonna say something else, but
I mean, the thing is, nobody says Sitka is going to make you kill more ducks.
no,
It's not even. It's not.
That's not even.
That's
a
not even the
topic.
conversation.
No,
That's
just a smart aleck response. Is all that is.
and
But
the-
it's not.
and
Nobody thinks really legitimately.
Whoever, the deal is, whoever's gonna buy it is gonna buy it. Like whoever has the money and is so addicted to waterfowl, or Sitka sells other pursuit, game
Well, yeah.
clothing and all that.
Which is probably their bigger customer base, anyways.
You know what I mean?
Whitetail and big game.
whoever
Monster.
actually is addicted enough to care that much is gonna buy it, and they're gonna like it. The people that don't care are always gonna talk trash
Mhm.
and be like, "Oh, that's the stupidest thing ever." Which,
Yeah,
dude,
last year I did
everybody
see
has
more
their thing.
people.
If you stick around people long enough, everybody has their own little deal where they throw money at something that is ridiculous.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you guys seen it, but it seemed like last year there was a lot more people that I seen. There is that we hunted that was actually wearing that, wearing Sitka gear. So
Yeah,
I'm not sure what has caused that to escalate like that.
Well,
but
because the more that do it, the more that it goes
Becomes
around.
culture.
And then, do you think it's culture though?
I think so.
I'm
I
sure.
don't know.
there's-
last
But
year-
you watch a
last
lot of
year,
YouTube videos. A lot of people are wearing it now
Yeah,
on
But-
YouTube.
yeah. The first year it came out, though, you know how much hate was like all over Sitka. But what's so funny is that there was a lot of other companies that were selling waders close to that price already. Bandit had waders that were
$600.
really expensive.
Those ones
too.
I looked at, they
The,
were $600.
Not the
With
red
no
zone,
lifetime
the black,
warranty.
The black
The
zone,
black
something.
or something.
Yeah.
There's several waders that
Yeah,
are up in the
there is.
700s.
Yeah,
And I actually didn't know that until I just started looking.
yeah.
I was like, whoa.
Uh-huh.
Because I always thought 450 was the high end,
Yeah, but like I said, this is what my 6th year, something like that. I've had a lacrosse pair, which were great, but they were kind of baggy. Then I went to Frog Togs, and both of those were neoprene. Those were fine. I actually liked them, but they leaked again.
Did you have a pair of Frog Talk breathables?
No breathables. This pair
Okay.
I still have is Banded 2.0, and they're fine. They had no leaks, nothing. Went a whole year. I hunted a lot, hunted hard. They have a second layer on the pant, and it just seems to drag so much water when you're walking through the pond.
Remember I told you Harrison was saying that too.
And they're really baggy. They're just, I don't know. They're baggy. They're fine. I mean, honestly, they're fine.
Yeah, they would work forever.
Yeah, probably.
Don't they have a warranty on those waders?
They had a 2-year warranty.
Okay, 2 years.
So they have another warrant. They have a warranty for this whole season.
And Rogers had a 1-year warranty on their 2-in-1s.
And honestly, those aren't their top of the line, and those were 300 something. I mean, yeah. Yep. So,
well, hopefully that helps some of you guys out answering the question: is Sitka Gear worth it? For real, though, because we talked about what the least important we have is that we really don't need.
Yeah.
We talked about what we really like.
Okay, so by weather, if you're early season or warm, seriously check out that lightweight core hoodie. It's legit. It's amazing.
Is it a full zip?
It's a quarter zip.
Yeah.
It's a quarter zip. And
it's pretty slick.
That's a base layer. If you're looking for a rain jacket, they got the Delta Wader, which is to be used with waders. They also have the Hudson, like Travis has, which is another. That's just a little bit thicker. It's not thick by no means.
It's just got insulation.
It just has a tiny bit of insulation.
Yeah,
that's another great jacket for rain. But then if you're looking for warmth,
without the waterproof,
without waterproofing, there's Duck Oven. There's a.
I might get that this year.
What's the other one?
Are you want to sell me that?
So, just to.
Since that'll give you a good. We'll talk about this off the air.
Just a heads up.
Same
that
size.
Duck Oven, that is a sitting jacket. That is not a walk out to the blind or walk out to the pond jacket.
Roast your Duck Oven off.
That is a sitting jacket for sure, and that's more for what it's made for. So, what's it? They have heavier coats.
Oh yeah. It's a $600 jacket.
Yeah.
It's the
Boreal or something.
Boreal. That's their heaviest waterfowl jacket. That one, Travis, would probably keep you really warm if you want to spend that much money.
Yeah. My next purchase is probably going to be the wader bag.
Yeah.
It's a new product that came out this year.
Yeah, I guess I could have said that. I actually bought that wader bag. And dude, that was actually, I would say, if anything, that was probably... I don't know though, Travis. I'm not going to say that would be the least important to buy, because with the money you spend on those waders, my fear last year was a little bit like I did treat them pretty rough, but I was like, man, if I punch a hole in them, it's just going to be a pain to send them in to get fixed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'll put my own patch system on, because they send it to you. You can do it in the field like within a minute, and I carry that in my blind bag. But you just nobody wants to deal with that, right?
Yeah,
so you try to take care of them. So I bought that blind bag or the wader bag, but I could have bought any other brand wader bag, but they're like the same price. And I'll tell you how that is for people listening. Is I do have military discount. So if any of you guys are in the military, you can go on there. Hopefully this helps somebody out. If you didn't know this already, go on their website. You can become part of the pro pricing, and you give them your DD2 or your DD214. Your DD214, you upload it, and then they usually approve it within like a day or two. So,
what's the discount percent?
40%.
That's pretty cool, really.
It really
for
is,
companies
actually.
to do that.
Yeah. QU doesn't do it. Which, whatever. Elite, I don't think they do unless they change.
Hey.
They ain't used to. Nobody's. I
don't seriously.
No, and I'm just saying I don't expect anybody to do that. I'm like, you should be doing that for us. No,
but
I don't look.
It's
that way,
a great thing. So
it is cool. It's pretty awesome, actually.
It is a great thing when companies will do that for our armed forces
But you are getting that, Travis?
and vets.
Yeah, that'll be my next purchase.
Okay.
Just to protect my investment.
Yeah. It's nice. I'll probably do a video on it. Maybe or something. I don't know. we're getting roasted a little bit, saying it was a worthless. Like only an idiot would buy that, which I think is funny. But anyways, all right. Well, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. We could literally go on and on about it's not just because we're talking about it and talking about it just because we're little fanboys. It's just really like it, and I guess it's only been one season, right? Or did I buy that jacket the year before? I think I did.
I think
I had it for 2 seasons. Only one.
the Delta Waiter.
Yeah. I can't remember now. Anyways,
Yeah, I think so.
was that
I think
everything
so.
the last year, the first year?
No,
Or-
I think you had it.
Did I have that year
Yeah,
before?
you bought that first.
That jacket, huh?
Yeah, and then you're like,
That's right.
I'm gonna buy the Waiters.
Yeah. Next
You're
season.
like, dude, you're crazy.
Yeah. So,
Guess we're all crazy.
I guess we're all crazy now.
Yep.
That's what happens. We're all hanging around each other, hunting around each other all the time. Now we're all doing crazy things. So, anyways, all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, Travis.
Yeah, my pleasure.
All right, get back to killing your ants.
Yeah, one at a time.
We'll see you guys.